Hello, my friends. Today we're talking about the self concept. It's a popular concept which is often known in the Neville Goddard community and the community of people who speak a lot about manifesting. However, when we talk about the self concept, it's a lot related to psychology and to the idea how you see yourself. And as a result, you present yourself like that on video, on a conversation with people, on your calls with your clients. So let's dive deeper into the self concept or self fulfilling prophecy, which is giving you success or failure in your business. My name is Eva Voda. I'm business and brand creator, and I help people around the world, women entrepreneurs, experts, coaches, founders, to create confident leadership brands which connect with their clients emotionally, which connect with people and make the difference in the world. So if you want to change your business success, if you want to actually move forwards, more success in your business, if you feel that you're pedaling in your business and you can get way more success with that what you're doing right now, let's think about the self concept. So, self concept, it's an idea in your mind, how you perceive yourself. Who do you think you are? And what do you think you're worth to get? Are you ready to receive the money, the abundance, get great friendship, new clients? Are you ready to get new things, or you have many blocks in your head which stopping you from achieving this success? So we will start from the point number one, which is called blocks. So in your head, when you create your own self concept, and believe it or not, you already creating your self concept. And in this episode, we are talking more about the psychological aspect of that. However, I'm going to touch this point more when we will be talking about how you present yourself and your body language when you talk on camera or on the stage. That's also a lot related to the self concept, but that will be the topic for another video. So, in this video, we're talking about the business success specifically, which means we're talking about money. So, you creating your self concept, and you already created your self concept right now. So you know who you are. In your head, you have an idea and you know who you are. You have good ideas and bad ideas about yourself. So, the first step, which I want to discuss with you to make it super practical, I will recommend you to take pen and paper and literally listen this and write something down. So, question number one: where do you want to be, and what stops you from where do you want to be? So, we are not talking who do you want to be yet. We're going to talk about this in a moment. But initially, I would like to know, where would you like to be with your business? What is your goal for the next year? What is your goal for the next 5 years? In my program, we usually work with vision for the next 10 years or 5 years. And that help us a lot to create the reverse engineering plan and stuff like that. When I coach people, they change themselves dramatically. They find themselves, they know what they stand for. But in this exercise, I want you to imagine where do you want to be 1 year from now. And when you imagine that, think about what stops you from achieving these goals. And if you mention circumstances, the external circumstances, if you mention people who stopping you from that, if you mention that you don't know something, you don't have enough skills, if you mention that you are just not good enough, those are completely different three concepts. And I want you to write them all down. So the more you will write about your blocks, the more you will write about your fears, the more clarity you will get why you are not there yet. Based on the many non-scientific ideas, they say that if you believe already, if you have this strong belief that you are already good enough for this desirable outcome, you would be there by now. So something is stopping you. If we will remove all the woeful aspects from the story, like completely, even if you blame someone, something, or the situation or yourself, you won't be able to achieve the result. The reason for that, you will stop yourself from achieving this result. So to achieve this result, you really need to look at these blocks and see how we can work with them in the point number two. And giving you example about these blocks, I remember when I first started this practice, it was in 2020, I guess. So it was beginning of pandemic. And I was reflecting on one thing in my life, which I always wanted, but I never get it. And I was reflecting on that, and I did write the three columns. The column number one, why do I want to get this desirable outcome? And those were my desires. The point now, the first point was basically, it was a middle point. The first column was, what fears do I have about this outcome? And I had a lot more fears about this outcome. And then I did write down what are benefits from this situation if I achieve this result. And I barely could write three or four benefits. And then when I realized it, I understood that inside I have a very strong fear about this desirable outcome. That's why I didn't get it for over 15 or 20 years. So if you can't get somewhere to the success in your business to achieve certain results, look at the ideas in your mind which stopping you from achieving this result. Now, the second point, and I want you to write the benefits. That's exactly the point which I just mentioned. This is a system which I created for myself. So, what are the benefits for you to get these results? And think about this. If you know why do you want to achieve this result, it will help you to understand why this result not only important for you but beneficial for you, and it will help you to be more motivated about achieving this result. Also, it will help your rational mind to rationalize the effort. So your brain will give you a credit to act towards this direction. So if you don't have enough benefits, but you have more fears, your brain will act like your protector. It will protect you from achieving this result no matter what, because it just will not give you energy. So you will feel fatigued, you will feel uncomfortable, you will procrastinate, you will do anything to not achieve your result. You will be depressed because you will try to rest more, because your brain knows that without the great personal concept, the self concept, you won't achieve this result anyways. So why waste the energy? So your brain will put you in depression, in this decompression mode where you will just sit quietly and do nothing, because your brain knows if you will act without this concept, there will be no result. You will end up in a very negative state of mind, and that's why your brain protecting you. So write as many benefits as you can and make sure that each benefit is not a duplicate of the next one, because we know that we can rephrase the same thing, the same positive thing in plenty different words. Make sure that the benefit, each benefit is very, very unique. Now, as you see the list of your fears and the list of your benefits, I want you to write down the third column, and that's our third point. The third point is, how would I feel if I achieve this result? How would I feel? Who would I be if I will achieve this result? So this is a column in between. And I usually have two arrows, like I achieve this result and I point on the benefits, and I don't have this fear. So it's like ideal outcome. How would I feel in this situation? So when I write this down, knowing how would I feel when I achieve my results, who would I be as a person who have this result, who living in this result, having this ideal outcome, success in business in our case, how would I feel? What will I think? How will I dress? How will I spend my day? Who will I be? Write this down. And guess what? This is a conclusion of this video. This is conclusion of this lesson. You need to act and start acting within this framework if you want to achieve this result. That's your new self concept. Now, working with the self concept where you are successful in your business or you successful in any endeavor you mention you would like to achieve, or you're successful in relationships, in health, whatever you choose, you need to know that for a while your brain will put you back towards that different concept, the self concept where you fail with this situation. So, to change the self concept, you really need to be strong and you need to be fixated on this new self concept. How do you feel in this new self concept? How do you feel about you achieved this result? It is already yours. How would you feel? Keep yourself in this very positive outcome. Keep yourself in this happy state of mind, because any time you can sense the sabotage in your head when you feel like, oh, I don't know, that's all illusion, I never achieved that before, why would I achieve this, because I have this in these circumstances, you are pretty much getting back to that first column with the fears. So your goal for this video is to learn how to overcome these fears, how to live not in fear result, but in the result where you are successful with your desirable outcome, how to be emotionally in that state. And it's not woo, it's not strange, because if we focus on the failure, if we focus on the outcome which we don't want, we just guide ourselves to the same feeling again and again and again, because our mind is very habitual to sit in that similar result and not changing into something new. So if for all your life you concentrated on sad situation, or maybe you spend your life with narcissists who put you down all the time, and you just build this habit to feel bad all the time because you have narcissistic partner, that happen as well. You just need to take responsibility for your feelings, for your self concept, and start building up from the positive intention, from the positive idea of who you are, knowing that you can achieve anything you want when you achieve it and feel like this in your mind. Trust yourself, trust that you can do it. And this is an interesting thing, because if you are habitual to not believe in yourself, it will be a difficult shift. If you are habitual to believe in yourself, it will be slightly easier. But it's a lot more about calm down and think and feel how you will feel in that situation, rather than about a lot of non-aligned actions when you will be disappointed. Because if we will talk about the dopamine fall, when you expect something amazing and you paddling and you try hard, you working hard towards something, and then you don't achieve it, your mind, the dopamine drops, and you feel the disappointing feeling. And it can be very, very strong if you have very high expectations. So instead of having high expectations and act strongly, I would recommend you to calmly feel yourself in this very comfortable, desirable outcome, and then take inspired actions towards your goal from this very positive state of mind, instead of pedaling and think how you can overcome all the circumstances. These circumstances exist in your head, because you can always overcome all the circumstances. Believe me, I had many crazy circumstances in my life. I still have them. So I would recommend you to look on the positive side. And many times it's not easy. But when you build your positive self concept, when you know in your core that you deserve success. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have clients. You deserve to have excellent job. You have excellent business. You are welcomed. People helping you all the time. People love you. People respect you. People want you. People need you. And you feel happy about your life. You feel grateful about your life. In this situation, when you are in this very positive, creative state of mind, versus defensive state of mind, you can achieve a lot more, because when you are in your defensive state of mind, you are protected. You are never receiving anything. And if you want to get more money, you can get more clients, you need to be in a receiving mode, which is a creative state of your mind when you are not defensive, but you are creating ideas. You can only create ideas when you feel safe, when you feel that you can be vulnerable, when you feel that you can communicate to people, when you feel that you are accepted, you feel that sense of belonging. And guess what? This feeling is not dependent on anyone, it's depending on you. So this is how self-concept can help you to build very successful business. And I hope it will help you to create successful webinars, successful videos, present confidently, because presenting confidently on camera is also depending on your self-concept. And we are going to talk about this in our next episode. Please subscribe, please hit notification button. I would love to hear comments from you, and I will see you next time.